What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando, Florida for Thursday, June 7th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Jared Leto is developing a standalone film about Batman villain the Joker, which he will executive produce and star in. Leto famously portrayed the Clown Prince of Crime in 2016 Suicide Squad, which also features the Joker's girlfriend Harley Quinn, played by Margot Robbie. Plot details surrounding the project are unknown, with Warner Bros. Wanting the film to expand on the Suicide Squad property and tie into future installments, Variety reported. No writer or director is currently attached. Leto's Joker's film is the latest in development, featuring the classic Batman foe, with Warner Bros. Previously announcing a Suicide sequel from director Gavin O'Connor and a Joker and Harley Quinn movie set to star Leto and Robbie from This Is Us Helmer's Glenn Ficarra and John Requa. A Joker origin film from producer Martin Scorsese and director Todd Phillips, which will feature Joaquin Phoenix in the title role, is also in the works. The origin film will take place outside the continuity of the DC Extended Universe and will help launch a new DC Comics banner that will allow Warner Bros. To tell unique comic book stories using different actors. Bradley Cooper helps Lady Gaga realize her dream of becoming a singer in the first trailer for the upcoming musical drama A Star Is Born. The clip released Wednesday follows Cooper as a successful musician who discovers Gaga and begins to fall in love with her as they work on music together. Gaga says, "Almost every single person has told me they like the way I sound, but that they didn't like the way I look." Cooper replies, "I think you're beautiful." A Star Is Born is Cooper's directorial debut. The actor also penned the screenplay along with Eric Roth and Will Fetters. Dave Chappelle, Sam Elliott, and Andrew Dice Clay also star in the movie. Gaga performed original songs in the film, which she wrote with Cooper and other artists such as Lucas Nelson, Jason Isbell, and Mark Ronson. All of the music is in the film is original and was recorded live. A Star Is Born hits theaters October 5th. The synopsis reads, in the new take of this tragic love story, Cooper, plays seasoned musician Jackson Maine, who discovers and falls in love with struggling artist Allie. She has just about given up on her dream to make it big as a singer until Jack coaxes her into the spotlight. But even as Allie's career takes off, the personal side of their relationship is breaking down as Jack fights an ongoing battle with his internal demons. Ocean's 8 star Sandra Bullock and Rihanna shunned on the red carpet Tuesday. Bullock and Rihanna attended the movie's New York premiere, which co-stars Cate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Mindy Kaling, Sarah Paulson, Awkwafina, and Helena Bonham Carter. Bullock sparked a champagne-color Ellie Saab dress with sequin details and feathers at the shoulders. The actress plays Debbie Ocean, the sister of Danny Ocean, played by George Clooney in the new film. Rihanna, meanwhile, dazzled in a purple metallic Givenchy dress with ruffle and pleat details. The singer and actress matched her eyeshadow and lipstick to the shade of her dress. Ocean's 8 follows Debbie and her crew as they plan to stage a heist at the Met Gala. The cast confessed to stealing at different points in their lives in an interview with Entertainment Tonight at the premiere. Bullock said, "I was in the Candy family. I was young and didn't know any better." Rihanna added, "I stole Chinese food," saying the details are a long story. Ocean's 8 is a female lead spin-off of Ocean's 11 and its sequels, which starred Clooney, Brad Pitt, and Matt Damon. The new movie opens in theaters Friday. New Spider-Man Miles Morales meets the original wall crawler Peter Parker in the latest trailer for Sony's upcoming animated feature Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The clip released Wednesday features Miles, voiced by Shameik Moore, as he explains how there are multiple universes with different versions of Spider-Man. Peter Parker, voiced by Jake Johnson, takes Miles under his wing after meeting the teenager and begins to train him on how to use his Spider-Man powers and how to be a superhero. The two are also joined by female web-slinger Spider-Gwen, voiced by Haley Steinfeld. The film featured a highly stylized art style that mimics the look of a comic book. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is directed by Bob Persichetti, Peter Ramsey, and Rodney Rothman. Phil Lord and Chris Miller are producing the film with the screenplay by Lord. Mahershala Ali, Lee Shriver, Brian Thierry Henry, Luna Lauren Velez, and Lily Tomlin round out the rest of the voice cast. The film is set to arrive in theaters in Christmas. The synopsis reads, Into the Spider-Verse introduces Brooklyn teen Miles Morales and the limitless possibilities of the Spider-Verse, where more than one can wear the mask. Jana Kramer and Allison Holker walked the red carpet with their kids Tuesday. The 34-year-old singer and actress and third dancer were among the stars to make the Los Angeles premiere of Incredibles 2 a family event. Kramer attended the event with her husband, former NFL player Mike Cousin, and their 2-year-old daughter Jolie Ray. The toddler was all smiles on the red carpet. She waved to the photographers. Kramer tweeted, I can't with her, waving to the camera, I love you, baby girl, hashtag Incredibles2. Holker was accompanied by her husband, dancer Stephen T. Witch Boz, 10-year-old daughter Wesley, and 2-year-old son Maddox. Holker shared Maddox with Boz and his parents to Wesley with an ex-partner. Holker said in a video on Instagram stories, you know what? It's not just me and Wesley here. We have the whole family. Everybody's suited. Kramer has said in May she hopes to have another child, although she experienced multiple miscarriages thus far. The One Tree Hill alum told Us Weekly, it's frustrating, but what I've realized is it's truly a miracle to have a baby, and it's all in God's timing and hands. If it's meant to be, it will be. Incredibles 2 is a sequel to the 2004 film Incredibles. The new Disney movie features the voices of Holly Hunter, Craig T. Nelson, Sarah Vowell, and Huck Mendler, and opens in theaters Friday, June 15th. Christina Peretti will star in the new comedy film Spinster. The 40-year-old actress and comedian said in the tweet Tuesday she's excited to play the lead in the new movie. Spinster follows a woman played by Peretti who faces her fears of becoming a spinster after being dumped on her 39th birthday, according to Deadline. The film is underway in Nova Scotia, Canada. Andrea Dorfman is directing the film from an original screenplay by Jennifer Dayel, Mark Trivilla, William Woods, Jay Dahl, and Bill Niven as serving as producers. According to Variety, Chicharello says, we're happy to have Chelsea on board. Her energy and wit will make the character someone you want to root for. Peretti is known for playing Gina Linetti on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which will move from Fox to NBC for its 6th season. She has also performed as a stand-up comedian and starred in the Netflix comedy special Chelsea Peretti, One of the Greats. Harry Potter star Daniel Radcliffe is returning to Broadway to star in an adaptation of the 2012 book, The Lifespan of a Fact. Radcliffe will star alongside Cherry Jones and Bobby Cannavale in the play directed by Lee Silverman and written by Broadway newcomers Jeremy Carrican, David Muro, and Gordon Farrell. Jeffrey Richards, Deanna Twain, and Will Trice are producing. The Lifespan of a Fact, written by John Agata and Jim Fignell, follows the real-life controversy surrounding Agata's essay about a teenager who committed suicide that was fact-checked by Fignell. The story raises questions about whether or not facts can be changed in an essay. Radcliffe and Fignell with Cannavale as Agata and Jones as Fignell's boss. The play will perform at Studio 54 from September 20th to October 18th. Radcliffe has previously appeared on Broadway in such productions as The Cripple of the Irishman, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, and Exodus. And he also starred in the off-Broadway production of Privacy. Netflix announced Wednesday it has ordered a 3rd season of its young adult drama 13 Reasons Why. Season 3 will include 13 episodes and is expected to debut next year. Series creator Brian Yorkie will return as showrunner. No casting has been announced. The streaming service released a 30-second announcement video on YouTube showing an arm reaching into a Liberty High School locker and taking out a brown paper bag. Written on the closet locker door is the number 3. Season 1 and 2 are now streaming online. The story began with how friends, families, and acquaintances reacted to a teen girl's suicide. Appearing on the show have been Dylan Minnette, Catherine Langford, Christian Navarro, Ashley Boyd, Brandon Flynn, Justin Prentice, Miles Hesler, Ross Butler, Devin Droyd, Emmy Hargraves, Derek Luke, Kate Walsh, and Brian Darcy James. Principal photography has begun in Georgia. Nancy Drew in the Hidden Staircase, a film starring Sophia Lillis as your teen sleuth. The mystery movie is a collaboration between Ellen DeGeneres' A Very Good production company, Warner Bros. Home Entertainment, and Red 56. Kate Shea is directing the film. DeGeneres, Jeff Kleeman, Chip Diggins, and Wendy Williams are among its producers. The book from Mildred Benson, penned under the pseudonym Catherine Keene, was first published in 1930 and adapted by Warner Brothers as a film in 1939, starring Bonita Granville. The Nancy Drew series of novels also inspired the studio's 2007 movie Nancy Drew, with Emma Roberts playing the lead. Lillis is known for her role in the horror film It. She will soon be seen in the HBO series Sharp Objects. The actor who played a member of the Lollipop Guild in The Wizard of Oz and was the last surviving adult Munchkin from the classic film has died at the age of 98. Maren died last month, his niece and nephews reported in separate Facebook posts. He had been living in an assisted care facility in San Diego. Steve Cox, the co-author of Short and Sweet, The Life and Times of the Lollipop Munchkin, told The Hollywood Reporter. Maren's niece, Stacey Michelle Barrington, told Fox News, "I wish I had grown up with him and spent more time and being around him growing up. I'm grateful to have had such an important people in my life. Uncle Jerry would want the legacy of the Wizard of Oz to continue." Maren appeared in the iconic 1939 movie as one of the three Lollipop Kill Munchkins who handed a lollipop to Dorothy, played by Judy Garland. There were 124 adult actors who portrayed Munchkins in the film. Maren told UPI in a 1996 interview, "I believe the scene where Dorothy lands in Munchkin Land is one of the finest sequences in the history of motion pictures." Maren also decried the Munchkins' characterization as drunken partiers in the 1981 Chevy Chase comedy Under the Rainbow, about the making of the MGM movie classic, and by Garland and producer Mervyn LeRoy in The Munchkins of Oz by author Stephen Cox. Maren said, "Nobody swung from the chandeliers. There wasn't much hell-raising because we worked from 6 in the morning to 8 at night. No time for joviality." Maren enjoyed a successful career in show business, appearing in films such as At the Circus, Superman and the Mole Man, Battle for the Planet of the Apes, and in Little Cigars, where he appeared alongside fellow Munchkin actor Billy Curtis. Television roles included regular appearances on The Gong Show and recurring roles in Mary Hartman, and Lidsville. Other roles include guest appearances on The Odd Couple, The Beverly Hillbillies, Get Smart, The Wild Wild West, and Seinfeld. The Munchkins received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2007. Maren attended the ceremony along with 7 others, including Mickey Carroll, Ruth DeShini, Margaret Pellegrini, Megadeth Rabb, Carl Slover, and Carl Swenson. He says of getting the star, "It's taken a long time. We have a lot of fans. I can understand that now." Maren was 98. Kate Spade's older sister says that the designer suffered from mental illness, and she was not surprised by news of her parents' suicide. In an email, Kansas City star Retta Sappho detailed her multiple attempts to get Spade into treatment, but said her sister refused, worried about what other people would think of her. The iconic designer was found dead Tuesday at her apartment on Park Avenue, New York, at the age of 55. She was married to Andy Spade, the brother of actor David Spade, and had a 13-year-old daughter, Frances. Sappho said, "I will say this was not unexpected by me. I'd flown up to Napa and New York several times in the past 3-4 years to help her get the treatment she needed in inpatient hospitalization. She was always a very excitable little girl, and I felt all the stress, pressure of her brand, and may have flipped the switch when she eventually became full-on manic depressive." Sappho said she'd come close to get Kate Spade into treatment, but she backed out every time. Sappho said, "One of the last things she said to me was, 'Rita, I know you hate funerals and don't attend them, but for me, would you please come to mine at least, please?' I know she perhaps had a plan, but she insisted she did not." Kate Spade left behind a note telling her daughter it wasn't her fault and to seek answers from her father. The Baltimore Sun reported, citing sources. David Spade paid tribute by sharing family photos across social media. The actor said on Instagram, "Fuzzy picture, but I love it. Kate and I doing Christmas family photos. We had so much fun that day. She was so sharp and quick on her feet." He said, "She can make me laugh so hard, I still can't believe it's a rough world out there. People try to hang on." On a Twitter photo of the two of them at his book signing, he wrote, "I love this pic of her. So pretty. I don't think everyone knew how funny she was." Spade found famous fashion and handbag brands that bared her name in 1993 with her husband. She launched a new fashion brand in 2007, Frances Valentine, after leaving Kate Spade, New York. Frances Valentine was bought by Coach in 2016. Justin Bieber has been cast as Cupid, the god of love and attraction, in an upcoming untitled animated film from Mythos Studio. Bieber is also set to serve as an executive producer on the film, Deadline reported. Cupid is the son of Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, and the war god Mars. Cupid used a magical bow and arrow to make mortals fall in love with the first person they see. Bieber shared the artwork for the film depicting Cupid with his bow on Tuesday. Mythos Studio co-founder Scooter Braun said in a statement, when this project was brought to Justin, he instantly was excited to be a part of it. Fortunately for us, like Cupid, he knows a little bit about love and mischief. Braun previously worked with the pop star on the 2011 music documentary Never Say Never. Mythos Studio co-founder David Mizell says, both myself and Scooter have a lifelong love of mythology, and we're so excited to partner with Justin to bring the amazing magical story of Cupid to the world. Rock icon Bruce Springsteen is confirmed as a performer for Sunday's Tony Awards ceremony in New York. CBS, which is televising the gala, announced Springsteen's participation on Wednesday, but did not reveal what songs he might play. The Grammy-winning musician is currently in residence on Broadway. Sarah Bareilles and Josh Groban are set to star and host the event where excellence on Broadway is recognized. Blake Shelton's I'll Name the Dogs won Video of the Year and Male Video of the Year at CMT's awards ceremony in Nashville Wednesday night. Carrie Underwood took home the prize of Female Video of the Year for The Champion, featuring Ludacris, and Little Big Town's When Someone Stops Loving You won for Group Video of the Year. The Duo Video of the Year went to Dan and Shay for Tequila, and the Breakthrough Video of the Year honor went to Carly Pearce for Every Little Thing. Kane Brown's What Ifs, featuring Lauren Alana, won the title for Collaborative Video of the Year, and Backstreet Boys and Florida Georgia Line won the Performance of the Year statuette for Everybody from CMT's Crossroads. Little Big Town hosted the CMT Awards Gala at the Bridgestone Arena. Performers included Backstreet Boys, Underwood, Shelton, Dan and Shay, Florida Georgia Line, Kelly Clarkson, Dierks Bentley, Chris Stapleton, Luke Bryan, Sam Hunt, Kelsey Ballerini, and Jason Aldean. South Korean boy band BTS is spending its second week on the Billboard charts. The K-pop group's album Love Yourself Tear ranked number 6 on the Billboard 200 albums charts for the week ending June 9th, while its single Fake Love came in at number 51 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts. Love Yourself Tear debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 last week, following its release May 18th. BTS is the first K-pop group to top the charts, an achievement South Korean President Moon Jae-in said on Twitter. The boy band responded, "We are deeply touched. President Moon Jae-in, we thank you for congratulating BTS on its number 1 victory on Billboard." Fake Love, meanwhile, debuted at number 10 on Billboard Hot 100's last week. BTS member Suga said in February that appearing on the chart was one of the group's goals for 2018. The singer said, "Our goal for this year is to enter Billboard Hot 100 charts, and personally I want to collaborate with other artists or release my own music." BTS will kick off a worldwide tour in support of Love Yourself Tear in August. The group will perform in several U.S. cities, including Los Angeles, in September and October. And here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of June 9th. Number 10, Ariana Grande with No Tears Left to Cry. Number 9, Baby Reha and the Florida Georgia Line with Meant to Be. Number 8, LMI with Boo Up. Number 7, Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin with I Like It. Number 6, Little Baby and Drake with Yes Indeed. Number 5, Zed, Maren Morris, and Gray with the Middle. Number 4, Childish Gambino with This Is America. Number 3, Drake with God's Plan. Number 2, Post Malone featured Ty Dolla $ign with Psycho. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of June 9th, Drake with Nice for What. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On 1937, Jean Harlow dies. On this date in 1937, Hollywood is shocked to learn of the sudden and tragic death of the actress Jean Harlow, who succumbs from uric poisoning, now better known as acute renal failure or acute kidney failure, at the age of 26. Born Harlan Carpenter in Kansas City, Missouri, she moved with her parents to Los Angeles as a child after her parents separated. Harleen was an amalgam of her mother's maiden name, Jean Harlow, which the actress later took as her stage name. At the age of 16, she eloped with Charles McGrew, a young bondbroker. Their marriage ended after she decided to pursue an acting career against the will of her husband. After working as a film extra, Harlow signed a contract with the producer Hal Roach, under which she briefly but memorably bared her soon-to-be famous legs in Double Whoopee in 1929, a Laura Hardy comedy. She made her sound debut in The Saturday Night Kid in 1929, starring Clara Bow. Harlow got her big break soon after that when Howard Hughes cast her in the sound update of his silent World War I era epic Hell's Angels in 1930. In that film, Harlow made an impression on audiences with her glowing white blonde hair and the suggestive line, "Would you be shocked if I put on something more comfortable?" Harlow appeared in a string of films in 1931, including The Secret Six, The Public Enemy, Goldie, and Platinum Blonde. Her roles in these movies, as in Hell's Angels, relied less on her acting and more on her alluring appearance. After Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer bought Harlow's contract from Hughes in 1932, she made her breakout appearance in Red-Headed Woman in 1932, from which screenwriter Anita Loos created a part especially for Harlow. The film was the first to showcase her comedic talents as well as her bombshell looks. Harlow's popularity with fans and film critics alike continued to grow throughout the next several years, thanks to smash hits like Red Dust in 1932, one of her numerous movies with Clark Gable, Dinner at 8, 1933, Hold Your Man, 1933, and Bombshell, 1933. Aside from her meteoric rise to fame in her professional life, Harlow's private life was marked by grief and tragedy. Her second husband, Paul Byrne, an executive at MGM, died of an apparent suicide in 1932 during the making of Red Dust. Harlow's third marriage to the cinematographer Harold Rosen lasted less than a year. Harlow was engaged to marry the actor William Powell, her co-star in Reckless, 1935, and Libel Lady in 1936 when she became suddenly ill in late May 1937. According to her obituary in the New York Times, the actress had suffered from poor health for a year, including an acute case of sunburn, a throat infection, and influenza. She also contracted scarlet fever and meningitis as a teenager, which permanently weakened her health. After doctors diagnosed uremic poisoning the week before, according to the Times, Ms. Harlow soon responded favorably to treatment and was thought well on the road to recovery when she lapsed in a coma last night. She died the next day, June 7, 1937, at a hospital in Hollywood, California. Powell was at Harlow's bedside when she died, along with her mother, stepfather, and cousin. Harlow's final film, Saratoga, in 1937, was released posthumously. Another actress served as her stand-in for several scenes so that the movie could be completed. Also on this date in 1976, New York Magazine publishes the story that would become Saturday Night Fever. Disco as a music style predated the movie Fever by perhaps as many as 5 years, but disco as an all-consuming cultural phenomenon might never have happened without the 1977 film and its multi-platinum soundtrack featuring such era-defining hits as the Bee Gees' Staying Alive and Yvonne Elliman's If I Can't Have You. What is absolutely certain is that Saturday Night Live Fever would never have been made were if not for a magazine article detailing the struggles and dreams of a talented young Italian-American disco dancer and his scruffy entourage in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. That article, The Tribal Rights of the New Saturday Night, published by Nick Cohn, was published on this date in 1976 in the June 7th issue of New York Magazine. In the blockbuster film that was based on the article, a young John Travolta turned the role of Tony Manero into a career maker thanks to his own considerable talents, but the character Travolta played was brilliantly drawn by Nick Cohn before a frame of film was ever shot. From his style of dress and his job in the paint store to his godlike status at the local disco and his vague dreams of escaping to something bigger, the young man named Vincent, who experiences Cohen, reported on practically leap off the pages with his undirected ambition and otherworldly charisma. You can practically hear the Bee Gees singing More Than a Woman and picture Vinny pointing to the sky in platform shoes and white three-piece suit as you read Cohen's profile. And you can certainly see why it caught the attention of Hollywood. There was just one problem, though, with the story that served as a source material for one of the biggest pop cultural phenomenons of the modern era. The travel rights of the new Saturday Night was almost entirely fabricated. Yes, there was really an Odyssey 2000 discotheque in Brooklyn, and yes, its habitués were of the general age, ethnicity, and social class as depicted as Cohen's supposedly nonfiction piece. But the truth is that Cohen never immersed himself in the life of young Vinny and his cohorts because young Vinny and his cohorts were the product of Cohen's imagination. Cohen's admission of his fabrication came in 1994 in a piece for the UK Guardian's newspaper. He confessed, "My story was a fraud. I only recently arrived in New York. Far from being steeped in Brooklyn street life, I hardly knew the place. As for Vincent, my story's hero, he was largely inspired by Shepherd's Bush Mod, who I known in the 60s, a one-time king of Gold Hawk Road." And as your entertainment report for Thursday, June 7th, 2018, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.